The Wellness Show, Episode 52.
Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyson Bannigan, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. Welcome to The Wellness Show, and this is part 2 with Karen Lorre, living a yummy, orgasmic life.
Bodies are really made to be in pleasure all the time. And just the fact that we're born that way, to have all these pleasure centers, not just in our brain, but in every particle of our body, knowing that our whole body is orgasmic. I mean, and just that life can be so orgasmic. It's really incredible. Where do you live? You live in Canada, where?
Yeah, I live beside a big lake called Shuswap Lake. I'm halfway between Calgary and Vancouver. The point that on the lake that I live is called Paradise Point. So I get to truly say I live in paradise. And there isn't a morning that I don't get up and feel absolutely blessed on the life that I lead. I'm married to a wonderful woman, and we have an organic garden out the front door, a little greenhouse, and a small orchard. We're on less than an acre, but I have an incredible view of the lake. I get to go for a walk along a road. It's a dead-end road, but I get to see osprey and eagles and bears and deer come through my yard. So, you know, I really am truly living a blessed life, and for that I'm truly grateful.
Wow, that sounds so lovely. I love that. I love that you get bears and osprey and all of that. That's so cool. And having an organic garden is so nice. I'm thinking of getting an organic hydroponic garden. I live in Los Angeles, and I have an amazing view also. And I have like a football field diameter all around me where there's no other houses, which is highly unusual for Los Angeles. Even my friends I have a lot of multi-billionaire friends, and they have come over and gone, oh my God, how did you find this place? Because it's so remote, and yet I'm 10 minutes from Hollywood. So it's amazing how we are brought to, how we're brought to so many beautiful places, even in the midst. I mean, you're in Canada, which is almost, I think everywhere in Canada I've been has been gorgeous, but even in Los Angeles, you can find paradise. So that's really nice.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So how are you going to bring all this wonderful the wonderful qualities of who you are to Hollywood?
I'm expecting someone, or maybe it's going to come through me, to write a great show about, like a sitcom show about me being, in this totally aligned and loving everybody place, and the miracles and synchronicities and things like that happen. I know a lot of the best writers in Hollywood, and I have that. And also the person, there's another friend of mine who wants to do a talk show on Amazon with me, where I would do, it wouldn't be acting, but I would be doing kind of similar to this, but helping people. Mm-hmm. And so that's the thing. And then another person wants me to be on a radio show about love, to be a host on that. And so I'd be interviewing people about that. So I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but I would love to be on, the name of the show in my mind is called The Alchemists. And I would love to be on The Alchemists and have that show be all about alignment and, the magic that happens for it. That would be my favorite thing. But the other things are really fun too. So I'm just letting it happen. I don't control it. I let the universe suss it all out.
Yeah, I like that. I like some of those ideas. It seems to me that the possibility of maybe the Karen show, or instead of the Oprah show, I would think having guest people on the show that they can see who you are and help them, come into their magnificence would be a powerful way to do it. If you do a radio show, I really encourage you to do a video component. People need to see you. You need to see the aura, who you are, right? So I don't think a radio show would carry it as much as TV would, or a YouTube channel. So The other thing is I get a feeling that, you could get scattered really fast. So because people are going to want a piece of you. So I want you, here I am as a coach. I want you to be really tightly aware, and I know you are guided, so you're going to be fine, tightly aware of the message you're delivering it and what's the best medium to do that in, right? And that the uniqueness that you bring to it, that media is, you almost have to make the media match you, not the other way around. And I think you need to demand that as you go forward, that it has to be perfect for you. The lighting has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect in the way that you're doing it. Like even the background that we did today, it says something about who you are. Everything has to ring that true authenticity of who you are for the planet to truly get it, because they'll get it in all sorts of ways, nonverbal, visual, multiple ways, and also the words that you're speaking. So that's how I'm seeing anyway. I'm very excited for you.
Thank you so much. Yes, we already have it in mind that if that radio show comes to pass, the producer's in the process of doing whatever she does to make it happen, that we would definitely be videoing it. And so, I agree about that. And it would go on YouTube, it would go on iTunes, it would go on a podcast, all that kind of stuff.
Good.
And go on Facebook and all the other social media things that can take video things. Yeah, so that's already been discussed. I agree about that. And I love what you said about scattered. I have a real, such a strong connection to the source within me that I don't really ever get scattered.
Good.
Anymore.
Good.
Yeah, I think my physiology is a kind of physiology that used to get at that.
Yeah.
But it's so much that I kind of have the physiology of like a redwood tree now. Just so solid. So I don't think I would get, I haven't gotten scattered with anything. I just let it flow. One of my biggest things is just to stay soft and relaxed. But I love that you brought that up because it just gives me more willingness to be led in more grounding and more softness and more relaxation.
Yeah, I think that's the key. I mean, you already know that, but that can be your mantra, right? What you just said, that that you will never get off the path of being guided, and that's who you are. I love that image of the giant redwood tree and rooted and grounded. And as long as you're that way, you're never going to deviate or be off the path. I think that's really important, especially in LA, where you're going to be doing the most of your work. Is everybody, like I said, is going to want a piece of you. And to be centered and be able to be like a tree like you are is really going to be critical and important. So I'm excited that you already understand those fundamental principles and know how to take care of yourself and allow the flow of the universe to come through you and teach people.
Yeah, and it's great too because as an actress, I've been on TV series and things like that, and people definitely want a piece of you there. And I've really learned through acting how to handle it so that people are really respectful and so that you can get all the attention that comes, but it doesn't interfere with you. It just adds, a nice thing to it. And also most of the people or many of the people in my life are, in terms of my Hollywood friends, very, 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 very successful, and everybody wants a piece of them. And I've been able to guide them in how to stay chill and how to have super good boundaries so that people can't even approach them unless they're in a place of, softness themselves. And it's been really amazing watching it with my friends. And these are like, the top of the top television producers and things like that. It's really fun. It's really fun.
Well, that's great. And it's a great honor to have you come on my show because you obviously can be pretty well on anybody's show, if not now, very soon. So it's great to have had you on the show and be able to have this conversation with you. And I wish you all the best. You're going to light up the world.
Thank you. I really love what you're doing too. I really love it. And, you know, you're such a great leader. You're such a great leader, and you're such a great, like, I just respect who you are so much. You bring a groundedness, you bring a solidness, and you also bring such openness and curiosity, which is beautiful, but you also lead in such a beautiful masculine way. It's just lovely. So thank you. I feel honored to have had this connection with you and to be on your show. And you'll let me know when the show airs and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. I will do that. And so I'm going to say goodbye for the second time. So lots of love to you.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.